Alright, so I'm currently running 4 Terminites, 3 Exhausts, 4 Painlings, 3 Leechers, 3 Venomites, 3 Twisted Vines, 3 Shotgunners, 2 Xenoclaws, 3 Prime Venomites, and 2 Terminite Queens. This is the deck that I can best make with the cards that I have. Once again, the only things I've gotten for the Alien faction is 1 starter pack and then the legendary unit pack that you get from completing the puzzle for 500 soul stones. It gave me another Puppeteer, and I'm not a fan of Puppeteer personally. It's a good card. I just don't like using it. It doesn't fit my playstyle very well. I'm not using 4 Exhaust, even though it's really strong, because I don't want to get flooded with spells, because Exhaust tends to be something that I save until units get to the enemy Guardian. I'm using Leechers because I don't have a Prime Leecher or a Leecher Den. And that's about it. I want to say, do your playgrounds. A lot of people don't know about this. I just got almost 100 soul stones from playing 6 matches in the playgrounds. It counts for the Land of the Dead, and if you just log or go into it and like click each thing when it says new mode or whatever, or new event, and you click each one, it'll give you souls for the Land of the Dead. And if you don't know, souls that you collect after your Land of the Souls is filled still gives you, it'll give you gold the next day. That's the gold you get every day, is when your Land of Souls is full, all the leftover souls are stored and then get converted into coins and mailed to you the next day. So if you play your playgrounds, it'll give you gold, dust, or soul stones. Those are the only rewards I've personally seen so far. I'm going to get rid of 2 Twisted Vines. I don't need 3 units for frontline. I don't want to get rid of all 3 Twisted Vines, though, because I do want to be able to have variety in my front line. Alright, so they're level 5, so they got 2 levels on me. I'm going to assume their average card level is 4. I'm going to play a Shotgunner since it's a relatively safe start. Level 4 Goliath, so I made a fairly good choice. Going to pay Painlings just to ensure it dies, because that's oh. It retargeted towards the... That's unfortunate. The Goliath is kind of strange in the way that it does retarget units sometimes, I've found. Termites are the best counter to Sniper. There isn't a better counter in my opinion. If I was faster, I could have exhausted there. I'm not too worried about it, though. Alright, perfect. Nope, they're gonna kill it. Alright, so I'm just waiting to reset. I took a bit of a loss from my HP, but there's another legendary. That's fine, though. That was kind of a poorly played footy. I'm assuming they're going to play Medibot soon to support the footy. Oh, a hot shot. I wish I had one of those. I have to pay a Painlings to make sure the footy doesn't just kill my... I really wish I had another exhaust right now. So I'm just waiting to place down a stun. Grenadier is a decent unit to stun. Alright, and now I'm just letting them do their damage before I let it reset again. Oh. Alright, I'll do this so everybody draws aggro. Play the Venomites for extra damage. Why? Oh, he taunted, I see. That was too late. I don't know if it's taking damage. Okay, that worked out for me somehow. Alright, I'm gonna see if these Leechers can't tank. And that should be game. Alright. That was a very chaotic fight. Most of it was just me trying to prevent damage being done by the enemy in the term of putting the Terminites on the sniper, so they will either kill it or the sniper will target them before it can target cards I care more about or units I care more about. I played Exhaust on the enemy Marines so that my Terminite Queen could live, and it lasts for 9, 12, I can't remember exactly, but it's a very, very long time. I think it's 12 seconds. All right, let's see. I don't need Painlings or one Leecher. And then it'll give my Terminite Queen enough time to get enough Termites to kill all of the Marines and have a pretty good push of Termites going to the enemy Guardian. I didn't have any good single target damage for the enemy Riot Trooper. Let's start with Leechers. They're pretty good. Because of the Grenadier, I couldn't use my Terminites. I couldn't use the Terminites because of the Grenadier. Now here we go, Venomites. Venomites are a great tank melter. Please don't. No, I thought I wouldn't go to them. That's unfortunate. Let's see if I can keep my one Venomite alive. Venomites are so useful. Prime Venomite. Oops. Oh, there they go. Alright. Prime Venomite is going to die to them. I guess I'll just try to reset at this point. Oh, actually, Terminite Queen is going to destroy all of that. That's fine. I'm fine with taking damage from these ghosts currently, as I have a very strong push coming currently. I'm surprised it went over there. This is a reason why you have to be careful with, play the Venomites to deal with the Rabid. Play a Prime Venomite to support the Terminite Queen. And Exhaust, so the Terminites don't die. That was a pretty good use of the Horn Chickens. I think this is still going to be a win, though. Oh, it pushed them. That's unfortunate. Oh, I thought that was stunned. It's fine. I'm not too pressed about it. What the? Okay. That should be fine. The Ballista does a lot of damage, but it's fairly weak. And do some Painlings to kind of ensure a win. I doubt they'll be able to block it. Oh, okay. The Painling explosion radius is fairly large. So even though I'm missing a lot of units, I'm still able to effectively climb in gold. I'm missing a lot of units for Alien rather than, like, a lot more than any other faction. And I think this will start to impact me once I hit Diamond, especially because I haven't been doing the daily things like getting all the Land of Souls, doing all the waterfalls, all the daily quests. I've been neglecting them on this alt account, so it's like a free-to-play account that is seldom played on, and because of that, it's fairly hard to climb. If I could just get either a Leecher Den or a Prime Leecher, I will be much better off, or even a Hot Shot. Just something with a bit more scaling damage, and more things that synergize with Exhaust. I do have a lot of fairly good cards, Exhaust, but you're kind of guaranteed to get an Exhaust, I believe. Terminite Queen, which again I think you're guaranteed to get, are both very good cards. I believe you're guaranteed a Xenoclaw through the Tower of Honor as well. You're also guaranteed a Goliath through the Tower of Honor. I believe I just unlocked that. I actually probably will end up using it on my free-to-play account. I do not use Goliath on my main account for a variety of reasons, although he is getting stronger with the shift in meta. So I might start playing with him on my main, but he would probably be good at these lower elos where people like to use a lot of small units. Um, and sometimes I have a bit of an issue against Empire because Empire is almost all swarm. However, I don't always have enough AoE damage cards to deal with swarm constantly, just due to the lack of how many cards I'm able to have. So something like Goliath would be a very large help for both the Republic and the Alien against that one specific issue. Before I got cut off in my previous video, I was talking about how really the difference from silver to gold is that you have to be a lot more careful of your mulligans because you want to have a lot more options available to you because people in gold are a bit smarter about using their soul. And because you have a limited amount of cards, I'm assuming most of you are free to play. Most people on any given free to play mobile game such as this, I think the statistic is like roughly 80% to 70 to 80% of the people are free to play. So I'm assuming most of you are free to play. So that means you're probably lacking quite a few cards. So you have to be a lot more conscious of your deck building, and you have to know exactly what your enemy is capable of and know exactly what you are capable of and be able to know what the best thing to play is given what the enemy's capabilities are and how you are able to deal with them with the cards that you currently have. So you have to keep that in mind in deck building. You have to keep that in mind when you're mulliganing your starting hand, and you have to keep that in mind when you're playing cards. Like I lost a game last time because I used an AP strafing that could have gotten more value elsewhere. It was a high value AP strafing. I got a lot out of it, but I could have used other cards to get the same effect at a less efficiently. It would have been less efficient, but it would have saved me that AP strafing to deal with a bigger swarm later, which is something I failed to take into account because I'm used to being able to deal with any given situation because I'm used to having every card. So now that my decks are more limited and less varied in their versatility, I have to be more mindful of what the enemy is capable of. And unlike other games like Clash Royale, there's only 8 cards in a deck and there's 4 cards in a hand. So after they play 4 cards, whatever the first card they played is going to be coming back into their hand. And you can just keep remembering like what they played 4 cards ago, which is fairly easy to do. And you'll always know exactly what they have in hand, and you'll always know exactly what they're capable of. And that makes it a lot easier for you to do your decision making. However, in this game, there are 30 cards in a deck. They can be varied by quantity, and you don't know what they're going to have. You'll never know what's completely in their hand ever until the game is ended, and unless they played all their cards, in which game the game's over. So, and you don't really have to worry about it. So you don't know what they have in their hand. So you have to play as if they have everything in their hand. You have to assume that they always have the worst case scenario in their hand. And if you play like that, you'll play a lot safer and you'll make a lot less mistakes, and it'll just help you climb. So I think those are all the big points of playing as climbing, especially at this elo, as a free-to-play player. I think if you just kind of follow that line of thinking, you'll quickly start to notice an improvement in your gameplay. So this is going to be the end of the video. Let me know what you thought. If you enjoyed it, feel free to subscribe and hit the little bell icon to get notified of future videos. I'm probably just going to be continuing this series for a little bit. I have an idea of like a little fun video I want to make, but it's going to require a little bit more effort than I'm used to. So I'm just trying to figure out some more logistics of it, but I hope some of you like it. But until then, I'll be continuing the series. Best of luck climbing.